I'm here once again bringing you another recipe from my childhood. Hi, I'm Tara the Foodie and I take the mystery out of cooking for you. I'm going to take you back to my high school days today and show you what my favorite school lunch was back in 1990 to 94. I'm going to share with you today the official recipes straight from the lunch ladies at my high school. Today I'm going to show you how to make pizza burgers. Let's get cooking. All right. The first step to making pizza burgers is we have to grind up a few of our ingredients. So of course, since we're going to be grinding things, that's right, we got to bring him or her out again. Welcome to the show. This time, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot. So I'm going to make sure I get this recipe right. And by the way, this recipe, like I said before, is straight from the lunch ladies at my high school. Handwritten, by the way, and I will insert it here so that you can see the gloriousness that is this recipe. It's awesome. So first we are going to grind up our bologna. We are going to put this through the grinder, and I'm just gonna cut it into pieces that will fit in the grinder. Just go to your deli and confuse your deli girls and tell them that you need just a big old hunk of bologna, 1 pound. Then you can do this. And who doesn't want to play with their bologna, right?
That's my job.
You know all about that?
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna feed it through Sir Mix-a-Lot, and then I'll be back to grind the cheese. Now that's appetizing, isn't it? Look at this.
That looks like the scene in Pink Floyd The Ball when the children walk into the grinder.
Oh yeah! Your favorite part of that movie.
Yeah.
We don't need no education. Right into this same bowl, we can grind our cheddar cheese, because it's all gonna get mixed together. So we have this glorious, by the way, cheddar cheese. This is actually Land O'Lakes cheddar cheese that we got from our deli, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's sharp cheddar. So good, it's super creamy, so I think it's just gonna melt so good. The handwritten recipe just says cheese. Just cheese. But I'm thinking, okay, it's a school lunch recipe. It's probably the government cheese that we all used to get back in the 90s and the 80s and the 90s and stuff, and which was a very cheddar-y kind of American cheese. This is really close, if not what they used, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, ooh, now it looks even better, doesn't it? Sticks of cheese. So we're gonna grind this up into the same bowl now. So apparently we're making cheese pasta made entirely of cheese, keto friendly. So these are the first two things that you want to grind up, your cheddar cheese and your bologna. So we can set these aside because the last thing that we need to grind up is our beef. And you can get a chuck roast, a bottom round, top round, whatever kind of roast you want, or you can just buy ground beef, obviously. But like I said in the last video, we like to grind our own meat here in the Tara the Foodie kitchen. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And for this recipe, we are gonna be using 2 pounds of beef bottom round roast. I'm gonna cut this into pieces that will fit into the grinder. Make sure you grab a different bowl because after we grind this beef, we are going to cook it through in the pan over there. I'm gonna put a little knob of butter in the pan that we always have sitting right here. It's not in the recipe, but you know, I'm browning meat, so I always put something in the pan, either olive oil or butter. So I'm just gonna put some of that in the pan and then Get this all in there. There's a little of the leftover cheese from the grinder. I'm just gonna stir it right into the meat. Once we brown this meat, we are going to stir in all the other ingredients in the recipe. Stir it all into a big bowl, and then we are ready to kind of put the finishing touches on these pizza burgers. It's that easy.
Friday night with Tara the Foodie.
Friday night with Tara the Foodie, just hanging out, making food from high school, wearing a sweatshirt that I would wear in high school, you know, fun stuff like that.
This is the lunch lady's infamous recipe.
Yeah, it is. It is infamous. I'm telling you, they would serve the pizza burgers. There was like 2 or 3 different lunch periods, right? They'd serve all the lunch period, but you were so lucky if you were in the last lunch period, because after lunch, at the very end of lunch, the lunch ladies would bring out the leftovers, the leftover pizza burgers out on the big sheet pan trays, whatever was left, because they knew we went crazy for them, but they would give them away. You didn't even have to buy them. Any extra, they just wanted to get eaten up. So they'd bring them out to us and we would line up. Just everybody loved them. And I was in line for an extra. Okay, I ate 3. I don't even care. All right, this is browned up. That's really all you're doing. Just browning up your beef and making sure it's all broken up. Since there's a little bit of fat in this pan, I'm gonna use a slotted spoon and get it out of here into this big bowl. Here's our steaming hot bowl of ground beef.
Why don't you look at the B-roll camera and tell them the special offer that you have for the listeners?
The special offer?
Yeah. Comment, say, koozie.
Yeah, we have these glorious koozies. They are so cute. They're nice and soft. They fit regular cans as well as the thin, like Michelob Ultra cans or your Trulies or White Claws.
If you're watching at this point and you want something to wrap your cold beverage in, comment, I want that koozie.
Yeah, I want that koozie.
I want that
Tell
koozie.
me why you need this koozie, and I just might send you one.
B-roll.
This is B-roll. This is the cool kids camera. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. No pants camera.
So the next thing we need to do is combine all of the ingredients in with the cooked ground beef. So I've got a big enough bowl to be able to do that, and the ground beef is in here. And then I've got the bowl with the ground bologna and cheddar cheese. So first I'm gonna give this a stir to kind of mix these up. Just look at those colors. It kind of looks like Play-Doh fake food. So we are going to combine these two. So I'm gonna add the bologna and cheese to the ground beef. All right, so we've got those 2 main ingredients in there. And now we're going to add all the herbs and spices and the spaghetti sauce. We're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano. Seems like a lot, but these are pizza burgers. They have to taste like pizza. And what makes things taste like pizza? Oregano. Now we're gonna put 1/2 tablespoon of sage, and we're gonna do 1/8 cup of dried parsley. And the last ingredient is spaghetti sauce. So I grabbed a jar of Little Italy marinara sauce from Cleveland, and this is actually 32 ounces. We only need 28, so I'm gonna measure this out, and then if we feel like we can add a little more, we will, but I don't want it to be too soupy. Oh, this is where the magic is about to happen. This is when the mixture turns into pizza burger mixture. This is very exciting, I'm not gonna lie. So the next thing that you do is pour in your 28 ounces of spaghetti sauce. And then you just take all of this lusciousness and you stir it all up. Grab that spoon like a good lunch lady would and stir this mixture up. And it looks like something, I don't know.
Where is your hairnet?
I know. Oh, I am breaking all the rules.
Are you gonna feed the cattle that, or what's going on here?
The cattle?
Yeah.
I know, it looks a bit like wet dog food, everybody.
Yeah, it does look like dog food.
I know, this is appetizing, huh? Look, I know this is not a fancy dish. So this is the final step. You want to grab your sack of burger buns. Take your burger bun halves, because each pizza burger is on a burger bun half. Line your sheet pan. The official Lunch Lady recipe says to use the number 16 scoop when distributing the pizza burger filling onto the burger buns. And I looked it up, and a number 16 scoop is a 2-ounce scoop. I believe it said 2 scoops. It has to be, because that wouldn't be enough. So we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna take 1 scoop, 2 scoops, and just kind of smash it on there. And I'm going to do this on all of these 12? Yes, 12 burger buns. Oh, we are so close to having toasty, baked pizza burgers here in my home. And I'm very, very excited about this. I'm like stupid excited about this. I can already smell them. They smell just like them. And I'm going to now pop these into a 350-degree oven for around 12 minutes, or until they look nice and toasty. And then it is time to taste my favorite school lunch from high school back in the 90s, pizza burgers. All right, so it's been more like 15 minutes. You leave them in as long as you want. I wanted them to be a little more golden brown around the edges. So time to take them out of the oven. Oh my gosh, there's pizza burgers in my house. And here are the finished pizza burgers, my favorite lunch from back in high school. Oh my gosh. And it is so amazing what smells can do, you know? Like, smells are attached to memories. And when you smell something that you haven't smelled in a long time and it's attached to a memory, it brings you right back. It is so cool. And I feel like I'm back in the cafeteria at my high school and I'm ready to turn to these. So let's plate them up and take a taste. Ah! I am so excited because it is my favorite time of every video, time to taste. And I get to taste something that I haven't eaten for a lot of years. We don't have to talk about how many years. The thing about pizza burgers is, you can see, they are nice and crispy on the outside. Then when you grab them, you can see they kind of bend in the middle because they're soft on the inside and they're kind of juicy and everything. They're good, I'm telling you. At least I think they are, because it's been so long. But I know they're good, they smell so good. I can't wait any longer. I'm going to taste my pizza burgers. That was the craziest thing. It is 100% the same that it was like back in the day in high school. These are so good, and plus for me, they're amazing because it was my favorite lunch, and it just tastes the same. I can't wait to eat this whole thing and probably another one. If you think that you would like these, especially your kids, make these, you know? It doesn't always have to be something fancy that you're making for dinner. It can be something like this. I made enough filling to make 50 of these, and we made 12. So I put the rest of the filling into a freezer bag and froze it. And that way, whenever I want to get a bag of hamburger buns and bust out some pizza burgers, I can. I'm gonna get going, maybe turn on some Nightmare on Elm Street, and sit down with my pizza burgers and have a blast from the past. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hit the notification bell down below so that you never miss one of my videos. I'm Tara the Foodie, taking the mystery out of cooking for you, and I will see you next time.